So don't mind the music in the background. I am at my friend Jasmine's house and she's getting a shower before work, and I got 2 of my classes canceled today, so I came and hang out with her. So we were talking and we were listening to Tanya Mongeau's recent nail horror story, like how they stole $1,000 from her and her debit card and stuff. And I was like, I want to make something, another story time basically. Tanya and Shannon Rose inspire me to make story time videos, and I was like, I can't believe I forgot that this is something I should totally make a story time on. And it's about when I went prom dress shopping, and so I kind of got discriminated on my weight, and big girls probably feel this way and are probably going to be extremely angry to hear this, but when it happened, it kind of just devastated me a lot. So let's get into the story. And yeah, I am filming on my cell phone, so sorry it's not as good quality. What happened was, there's this really cute boutique everyone suggests me to go downtown where I live, and my mom had been there before and she said she didn't like it, but I was hoping maybe, they changed. And so I go, and the point was, okay, so, I'm sorry, I kind of a little rambled, it's gonna bring back emotion, so, but, I saved my prom experience to senior year, and so I had never gone dress shopping, never gone to prom, ever, except for that one time. I had never gone to a dance except for, like, one other occasion, and that was because I was asked to go with someone, and I was like, okay. So, yeah, and so I go to this place everyone says they love getting dresses from, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's a place called Dee Dee's. And so I go into the place, really nice looking, really classy looking, dresses everywhere, and I'm like, I cannot wait to try on my dress. I didn't know my dress size. I have never worn a dress before that. I had never bought a dress, nothing, so I didn't know what size I would be. So I go in, and I kind of just stood there and waited for assistance because I didn't know where to look exactly, because it's not like they have like a sign that says plus size here, no. So I kind of just stand there and I'm looking around, I'm looking at the accessories and stuff. And at the checkout is the only lady who's working there at the time. It was the only lady. And here's what gets me. There was only 2 other people in the shop, a mom and a daughter, and they were in line checking out, buying a dress. So they bought a dress. And when I had walked in, they all 3 gave me this dirty ass look. And I was like, I didn't do anything. I was dressed real nicely to present myself, because I know, which I mean, it sounds wrong, I know sometimes places like that won't accept you if they don't think you're going to buy anything. So I had like my Vera Bradley purse, I had dressed nicely, but yet comfortable to where I could slip stuff on and off when I was trying on dresses. I had actually also worn heels because I had planned to wear heels to prom. So I kind of just stood there, waited. They gave me that dirty ass look, and I was like, okay, I don't know. But where I live, people here are known to be spoiled rotten. We call them, I'm not gonna say it, but this city is very cliquish, very, very cliquish. And so when they have like this feeling that you're an underdog, they just hate you. They hate you. So I just ignore it. I keep going. And so the lady, they check out, they leave, and they're all like nice and buddy to each other, like, okay, yeah, you have a good day, And so I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna be okay. Well, the lady comes up to me, she's like, how can I help you? And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't like the tone. And it gets even worse. And I'm like, well, I have prom coming up, and I need help finding my dress size. I've never tried on. What's your range? She like cuts me off and says, what's your range? And I'm like, excuse me? She's like, how much are you going to pay? And I was like, my mom had told me around $200. And she's like, we don't have anything in that price range for your size. And she literally looked me up and down, and I wanted to cry right then and there, but I like stood my ground, and I was like, can you at least help me like measure? Like, she's like, there's not a point because you won't be able to pay for it. Excuse me? Oh my god, I was upset. Like, that really broke my heart that they said things like that to me. Like, I was like, well, could you suggest a place that would? She's like, I don't know many places that have your size, but you can try this place and this place. And I'm like, do you know where they are? And she's like, you can look them up. Okay. Okay. I said, thank you. And she's like, you're welcome. Kind of like the girl from that one show, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
And I'm like, said, you have a nice day, miss, and left. And as soon as I crossed, and what was so bad, my parents had dropped me off, and they went down the road to some other place, and they were going to come back and get me. That literally felt like it took seconds. That whole conversation took like seconds. And so I get out, and I just start crying. And I call my mom, and she doesn't answer, and I'm like, someone just pick up, please. So I call my dad, and he's like, you're done already? And I said, please just come get me, I don't want to be here, because I'm literally standing there, and I was going to walk further, but I didn't want my parents not to know where I was, so I just kind of went to a bench and sat. And so my dad comes against me, and he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I have been so pissed because I was just discriminated about my weight. I felt like I was being belittled because of how big I am, and that's not right. So my dad works for the city department. He is a building official, so he can go and like, he has a badge and everything. So when I had gotten to where my mom was at, I told her what happened, and she's like, the same thing happened to me, because she apparently went to that same place when she was getting married, and they were rude ass bitches to her. So obviously they haven't grown up for being a building that's been there forever. And so my dad's like, do you want me to go take care of them? Because I'm sure there's a few things that they need to be fixed. And I'm like, ooh. I was like, no, I just don't want to cause any trouble, because I could see this being something like that would just cause a huge uproar, but it wasn't worth it. So I just said, no, just don't deal with it. And so anytime I see someone mention that place on Facebook or something, I'm like, they're not nice. They're ugly ass people. And so I finally got the courage around last year to leave a bad review, because this happened a few years ago. I got the courage to leave a bad review because one of my friends knew I worked there, and that was before the incident happened. And so when she finally left there, I left a bad review for them. I didn't hold back. And they replied. And I'm going to show you the reply. Honestly, it's no excuse. You weren't busy. There was no one else after me. And y'all decided to be rude ass fucks because you want to discriminate me for my weight? No. There was no reason. So, that. But they have a few more bad reviews as well, and they're known for being rude to people, but yet they still seem to get business, and that's what gets me. So, honestly, I don't support the place. If anyone ever asked me for suggestions where to get dressed, I would be like, stay the hell away from them if you don't want to deal with it. You better look rich as fuck before going in there, and you better look like you got money, because if not, they're not going to help you. So, they're very snobby. They're snobs. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time video. Leave a comment down below of anything you would like me to do in the future. I will be doing that car road rage skit soon. I've had a request from one of my subscribers to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to do that soon. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this video. And I'll see you guys next time. All my social media will be linked at the end of this video and down below. So, bye!